Hello everybody, how's everybody doing today? Welcome to the Oh So Dope interview. Somebody clap their hands. I got like 2 people here. Let's come on, let's get it.
I would clap my hands.
Alright, so today I got Jeff, aka Superstar P, aka Ric Flair little nephew.
Woo!
The People's Champ. Got the People's Podcast popping off. You want to introduce yourself, or did I do good enough?
That was good.
I did okay.
That was good. I think you covered everything.
I did okay. So, first of all, y'all know I like to tell stories about people before I get my interview started, right? So let me go ahead and tell this story about Superstar P. Let me tell y'all this, because I like to give people their flowers while they're here. This is the most helpful man I've ever met in my life besides Jesus.
Wow, that's big.
I mean, I'm just being so serious and so honest. I am I'm so thrilled to actually interview you. You know, we only been knowing each other for, I'm gonna say about 6 months.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Give or take
about 6 months, and we already like brothers and sisters. Like we click, clack, 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 clack.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, you are such a helpful person. Like, you tried to help me out on day one.
Right.
You knew I was putting out a podcast before I even told anybody.
Right.
And you inboxed me instantly and was like, you need some tips?
Right.
And I called my brother Panda and I said, this nigga trying to help me. Cause you know, I mean, I'm just being honest, because it's like you know, when you try to get out there and do something new, you're not used to people trying to help you. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you gave me tips off top when we put out our first podcast, for Give Me That Beat podcast, and I asked you to listen to it, you actually listened to it.
Right. And
then when the sound was bad, you was like, hey Ron, it's coming out, one speaker coming out the other speaker. Then you gave me that pan spread stereo. I remember the tips like a pan spread stereo, and I was like, and I called Panda again, I said, he trying to help me for real. Like he said, I said, bro, he's serious about helping us. You made sure everything was flowing right. You always asked me if I need anything. And even with the YouTube show, y'all need anything? I'm like, this is a helpful dude right there. So I do commend you for being like a helpful person, because you've been helpful with the podcast, you've been helpful with the audio stuff. You gave us the light. We walking into the light that you gave us. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that's cool.
Appreciate it.
I just think that's really cool.
Because you got to think, when I first started, somebody helped me.
Right.
And if we're going to keep the culture going, somebody's going to look up to you to help them. And we just got to keep that going. You know what I'm saying? People get too caught up in competition and all this stuff. There's enough room for everybody.
Right.
So it's about helping the next man or the next woman. You know.
Right.
I don't be on that Hollywood stuff, man.
Right. So go ahead. Where you from? Go ahead and tell us where you're from.
Everybody from Texas says Texas. It's very rare that you hear somebody say the city. If you're from Texas, you're from Texas.
Texas, all around. Represent. Put them horns.
There it is.
Put them horns up.
Texas, Grant County.
Texas. So how did you get to Shreveport?
Military.
Got
stationed here.
Okay.
I joined the military. I got stationed in California for the first 5 years. And then next thing you know, they gave me some orders like, hey, you going to Shreveport? I'm like, really?
So you weren't thrilled about coming here?
I mean, no, it was cool.
City?
I was shocked.
Home of the A-Baby, you wasn't excited about me?
I was shocked because out of all the bases in the world, they sent me to Shreveport.
Yeah.
You know, so I was excited about that. That means I was coming back to the house, because when you're in Cali, it's not like really that many black colleges, and the culture is just different. I don't care where you ain't no culture like the South.
Right, it's whole new ball game down here. Whole new ball game down here.
Yeah.
So the Takeover podcast, it's like really popping off right now. Like because it's not really a lot of podcasts going on around here. So when I when I started looking for a podcast to like see what everybody else doing and try to find something different to do with my own podcast, of course I look toward Put You On Game, and my boys in Texas, shout out to Put You On Game. Oh Lord, yes, that's my boy, that's my bro right there.
He's
straight up.
He's good people.
He is when he ain't getting on my nerves on a daily basis. But that's my boy, Motor Mouth. I love you. But I also look toward the Takeover, and it's just it amazed me, because being that you're not really from here, you done put more artists on from here than the people that are from here.
Can you tell them that again?
Oh, you want me to slow it down?
No, tell them that again.
The Takeover podcast has put more people on from here than the people that are from here, and that's just a fact. When you go to their YouTube page, when you go to their podcast, they have more people from here than the people that are from here, and I thought that was amazing, being that you're not from here.
Right.
And I just thought that was awesome. So how did you start moving around, getting to know people?
Man, really, at first it was just me and my cousin talk about sports. And then I interviewed Ricky Lack. You know, fire artist, shout out to Ricky Lack. Once I interviewed Ricky Lack knew somebody.
Right.
So then I interviewed that artist. And then the ball just kept rolling where I just transitioned from straight sports into hip hop. I mean, I've always been a fan of hip hop anyway, so it wasn't no hard transition for me.
Right.
You know, so before I really got the takeover started good, Billy Broadway Renata Soul interviewed me on their show before I was anybody. So big shouts out to them.
Right.
So you can give me a platform, and I think we may have had about 25 followers at that time.
Yeah.
We ain't even got the ball rolling good. So he interviewed me, and then, you know, I just started keeping my eyes on the underground artists and just reaching out to different people. And then next thing you know, it just started spreading. You know, when you show love, that stuff, you know, it goes around.
Right.
You know, positive word goes around. Like, it doesn't go as fast as the negative word, but once people find out you got something going, I mean, you know, you know, the word gets around in the street.
It just went on from there.
Yeah, it just went from there.
So now that your podcast is well known around here,
right,
what interview or what episode would you say was your big boom?
The big boom that kind of set us.
Yeah, that kind of set you off and was like, yeah. I
think we start hitting that next level when we interview, I want to say probably KP, because a lot of people know KP. So when we interviewed KP, they're like, okay, like, who are these guys? And then we interviewed Big Papa. So that put us in another fan base.
B-Town, shout out to my boy Papa, B-Town.
We interviewed Big Papa. I will say, I think the best one out of all of them is when we interviewed DJ Woody. There was a lot of truth being said in that one.
Right.
I really enjoyed it. I listened to that one about 10 times. You know, I listened to an interview a couple of times and then I just go on to the next one, because that's what we do. We do the interview, maybe listen to it a couple of times, then it's on to the next one. But that DJ Woody one, I listened to that one about 10 times. Because the flow was so good and the information was so good. But yeah, I think KP is the one that kind of broke us into that next level of street recording.
Right. And I'm telling you what, right now was my favorite one you just recently did with Jabber Jaws.
And shout out to Jabber Jaws. Rodney Giles hooked us up with that one. Shout out to him. We got a lot of good feedback from that, and especially from the older crowd.
Oh yeah,
you know, because our target audience is like 18 to 34. You know, but the older crowd got involved in that one, and there's been a lot of feedback. And Rodney Johnson, they played it at the barbershop and stuff.
Oh wow!
Like really?
Yeah. So that's gonna put you on a whole nother platform.
Right. So now that's a whole nother platform. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, hey, good dope sales, as they say. So you have that good dope, it's gonna sell.
It's true.
It's gonna spread.
It's true.
So yeah, that was good, and I'm looking forward to the good things that's gonna come from that interview.
Okay. So what's your motivation to keep going? Because I know that being in this town, you might have a lot of naysayers about certain stuff. Anytime anybody starts something new, it's always something being said.
Hey man, I've had some people, you know, spin on our name and say some different stuff. But I use that as gasoline.
Yeah.
Because they're going to say different stuff and they just wait for you to quit. So they can say, I told you so.
Right. Yeah.
Instead, I make it to a point to say, I told you so. And we keep it going. Yeah, man, I think I like the haters more than I like the fans, because if people ain't hating on you, then you must not be doing something right.
Right.
When you got something good, it's always going to be haters and competition and people saying little stuff. So yeah, you just gotta. It don't came to a point now. I don't came too far. I don't make too many good relationships. I don't did just not I mean we, I can't say I. We have done too much stuff.
Yeah.
Developed relationships, been too many places, did too many good things to call it quits. You're going to have those days, even when you starting your podcast off now. You're going to have those days where you just going to flat want to quit. It's not going right. People not getting in touch with you. You don't feel like you're reaching the people. Never count on Facebook likes. Don't do it. Don't do it. The strangers, the people that don't know you are going to be the fans that's going to carry you.
Right.
You know, you got 1,000 friends on Facebook. Don't, not say nothing about your friends or anything,
right,
but don't count on them to be the people that you think is going to carry you. It's going to be the people that don't know you, that has an unbiased opinion of what you do, that's going to carry you and support you. And I had to learn that the hard way. Nobody actually told me that.
Yeah.
I thought the other way, but once I embraced that and knew what it was, then you'll be all right. You know?
All right, speaking of the team, can't leave out the team or the takeover. So who's on your team? Tell us about your team. And also, when you tell us about team, how did you pick your team? Because I think that's also very important when you start something new. Because some stuff you can do by yourself, but once you have a team with the same vision as you, I think that's really like important.
You know, some people gonna come, some people gonna go. Mm-hmm. You know, it first started out with me and my cousin BA. We started the show out. He had a child. He moved to Carthage. He's busy doing other things, but he's one of the founding fathers of my family. So he's not really as involved as much anymore. But if I call him and need him, he'll be here. My brother Chevy's in San Antonio. He's the other founding father. Me and him talk every day, just business. He's not hardly on the show. So when we go to Houston, he'll meet me down there and we do those shows. But he's part of the team. OGPC, known as Riley. He's on the team. He's in Dallas. You know, he gives a helping hand. He advises me on different stuff. Sometimes you got to have that ear, because once you have your hand busy and so much stuff, you might miss something. Right. So you need that other set of eyes. Like, hey man, did you think about this? Think about that. DJ Marley, that he DJs in Chicago every Friday and Saturday night. He comes by for the podcast and he gets the word out as well. David Dunn, who does all our graphics, all our video work, he does an excellent job. You know, he's pretty underrated. He is. But he's very, very talented. Without him, the takeover wouldn't be where it's at. When you have that production like that, it says something. It's very, very awesome production from David Dunn. And he also did the Oh So Dope logo. Hey, and they give me that beat for his logo. So Sweet Quiche, she's about to leave though. She's about to go to medical school. Okay. Shouts out to her, you know.
Did she ever find a date?
No.
She didn't find a date because I said Sweet Quiche need one.
If she did, she didn't tell me.
Okay.
You know, she can always troll her, but she did do her thing. She's always gonna be part of the family. She's gonna have to leave, but hey, the train got to keep going.
Got to.
You know, I people have inquired to be on the takeover. Hey, you ask them simple questions, and you see what their responses are. If the responses ain't what you think it should be, you got to keep it moving. Don't never lower your standards for somebody to fit in. Either they fit in or they don't. Right. You know, hey, everybody's not built for everything. But it does take a team. It takes a team to make it go. I don't care how hard workers, and I consider myself a really hard worker. But without help, man, you're going to burn out. And yeah, it takes a team. It takes teamwork to make the dream work. Right. So do you plan on expanding anytime soon, or you just gonna try to keep what you got until it gets bigger? I let the takeover take me. You know what I'm saying? I can't I'm just gonna concentrate on Shreveport or wherever. I just let things happen. You know, we got connects in Houston, we got connects in Dallas, we got connects here. Right. We started meeting new people every day. You just let it happen. You know, I haven't drawn out a full-scale plan. Okay, we're going to take over Shreveport. They're going to move to Baton Rouge. Then we're going to move to New Orleans. You just let stuff happen. When you let it happen organically, it just takes you places. Right. So I don't have a full-range plan of what I want to do with it. I just let it happen. I go day for day. I work hard. I make sure we put out the best product as possible. And you just let it happen on its own. Gotcha. You know, I want to be at the top of the Breakfast Club and Vlad and all them boys right there. Right. You know, that's what I think people too much look parallel for competition, right? But everybody's trying to get with Breakfast Club at. That's your competition. That's who's getting numbers. That's who got the sponsors. It ain't me or you or whoever doing the podcast around here. We working towards the same goal. What we compete with each other for? Shit, we trying to get with Ed. That's the competition. That's who's taking all the views. You know what I'm saying? They the competition. That's who I'm competing against.
That's true.
All right.
That's real true.
Yeah, if I help you, you help me. We expand our I'm trying to find the word, but anyway, we connect. we make it work.
And go from there.
Yeah, we make it work.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, and this is before I forget the next question I was about to ask you.
Hey, let me tell you.
You know how you be on the roll, like and then all of a sudden you just lose it. Yeah.
Let me tell you what you do, man.
I just lost the next question.
You turn these interviews into conversation. it flows a whole lot better. I had stop trying to memorize and figure out questions.
Yeah.
Sometimes what I start doing is developing questions off a person's answer. And then it just keeps rolling.
Yeah. I don't never think about my question when I do an interview. You know, I try to go with the flow. But you know, I had them lined up, and I'm like, bam! I'm like Barbara Walters right now. I'm like, pew pew pew. But you know, I just lost my train of thought.
But I'm gonna give you some advice though. So when I'm giving you advice, you can think of a question.
I know.
But this is what you do. You always got to keep content out there. Because the public is so finicky, their patience is like zero. You keep content in front of them. It don't even have to be about your exact platform, but you keep the content out there. You put your shows out. You make sure you promote. The biggest thing is promote. I can't undersell that. You have to promote because nobody's gonna promote you like you. I don't care what nobody says unless you're paying them. Right. Then half the time they promote because you pay them. But just keep promoting, keep posting, keep stuff in people's face. I don't care if they get tired of it. Let them unfriend you and unfollow you. Then the people you don't need around you know it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So just keep stuff in rotation. Keep your stuff in people's face. Because if you look at McDonald's, you think they really have to promote and make commercials? Who in the hell don't know what McDonald's is? Right. But they still making commercials because they want more customers. They got billions, but they want more. So they keep promoting. As big as they are, if they promote, they ain't no excuse why you don't promote. Right. And they're made. Right. They ain't got to put another thing on TV ever, and they still gonna make it. So if they promote, you promote.
Now, I notice a lot of y'all post people videos.
Yeah.
On your Instagram.
Yeah. Oh man.
Y'all already know where I'm going with this.
Go ahead.
You post videos on your Instagram and your Facebook page. Now, I know you've had the good.
Yes.
And I know you've had the bad.
The very bad.
How do you determine what you post?
You know, you have to remain neutral. Even though you might get an inbox and the video sucks. The only thing that really keeps me from posting videos is horrible quality and 30 niggas with 30 guns. That imagery is just bad, man. It's just bad. I just can't do it. You know. You gotta fire some, but man, all them guns and these young people with guns, you don't even know how to shoot them. But you got all these AR-15s and AKs and M16s and stuff. Woo. So everybody needs a gun.
Everybody.
Now, if you want some action, and you know, we can send you over there with them Taliban boys. And, you know, they you get But really, if they come in the inbox like, hey, I'm such and such, and introduce themselves and, you know, communicate properly, I post it. I try to remain neutral. I post the video. I let the people decide. Yeah. That's the thing. You let the people decide. And you get overwhelmed. Could be so many. At the point, you're like,
and funny comments at that.
The comments,
the funny ones,
dude,
like the funny ones are like.
One thing I can say about Takeover TV fans, they do not care. They will go in and roast you if your stuff is bad or they don't like you, and that's what they need to hear. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, I put it out there. I don't reply to no comments. I don't say anything.
Right.
I might think one thing, but I never say it. And you know, and I might go in their inbox like, hey, you know, your video is getting some good numbers here. And, you know, give a little encouragement. You know, there's a couple that they were just tore down so bad. And I'm like, hey, don't worry about it. You look at your numbers. You're getting really good numbers. They're like, yeah, appreciate it. I'm like, no problem. I didn't say nothing about their video. I didn't say you're getting good numbers. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they just really ask me, like, what's your real opinion? I ain't gonna say it's trash. I would say I really don't like, but I would tell them why. Like the quality wasn't good. You know, the video didn't match the song. Mm-hmm. You know, you talking
it was
about
just outright poorly executed.
Yeah. The execution.
Execution was terrible.
And people will respect that.
Yeah, they
really
do.
Like,
and that's what I tell people too. If you don't like something, at least tell them why. Don't just say it's poo trash. It's poo trash because whatever. Because I tell artists all the time, everybody ain't gonna like your stuff.
Now, the Takeover's gonna have this shared controversy too with these lists. You know.
Who's the list?
You know, I can't wait for a list to come out so I can post it.
Yeah.
I'm not even the one to create it, but I'm smart enough to know it's gonna generate so much traffic. Mm-hmm. People blame us because they don't know how to read.
Of course.
It'll plain say, this is not our list. This is Say Cheese TV's list. This is Got Your Ass TV's list, but we get blamed. But good. All that native publicity just drives more traffic to the page. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I've had a point where I tried to like, hey, we didn't post this, man. Why you doing it? But then I got to point, man, you know what? All these people no damn explanation. The thing's up, the caption's up there. Mm-hmm. If you didn't read, so what? But the more comments, positive or negative, every time somebody makes a comment, it's gonna refresh to the top of the page, which is gonna get more visibility. So I love when them lists come out because people getting their feelings about it. There's no such thing as a perfect list. No such thing ever as a perfect list. You can have Nas as number one. I can have Jay-Z as number one. BJ can have KRS-One as number one. I mean, who said what's right and what's wrong? It's your list. It's your opinion. But people get so caught up being number one. Hey, won't you be happy you even made the top 10? How about that? But everybody feels like they have to be number one. They can't be number two. If you're number two, that's pretty damn good. 2 out of 1,000.
Right.
Not bad. But, you know.
But Nelly said 2 is not a winner and 3 nobody remembers. So he's number 1. I had to spit a hot line right there. I had to spit a hot line right there.
That's true. I mean, your goal is to be number one.
Yeah.
If I'm 3 out of 1,000, shit, that ain't bad.
Okay, so so what's your next big move for the takeover? Where's the takeover going from here? Man, because I'm telling you, the interview with Jabba Jaws, that's like next level. Next.
and me and Jab had a conversation after that. Excuse me. Some doors have been opened where we finna take it to another level, getting another level of artists and producers. And I've met a couple of people that said, "Hey, man, we got to take y'all to the next level." In this game, you got to prove that. I don't have so many people tell me, "Oh man, I know such and such. Man, we gonna call you on Tuesday. We gonna have it set up for 2 weeks," and you never get that phone call. So prove it to me. Once I see the action, then I believe it. But a couple people have reached out and they have proved their worth or whatever. So you about to see some stuff. Matter of fact, you about to see something drop on Monday. I ain't gonna tell you what it is. But you about to see something drop on Monday. Something that we did and we've been holding on to it. But it's about time to let the people know where we head to.
That's cool. So go ahead and give us your social media information. Let us know where we can find you. And how can we get some takeover paraphernalia going on? You got a shirt. Y'all know I like socks. I need some takeover socks. I need a headband.
Yeah, I need to takeover socks.
Well, we need to find out how to get some then. You know, I need a muscle shirt, sports bra ladies. You know how we do it. Some takeover fingernails.
Muscle? You gonna do the whole Hulk pose?
I ain't ready about it. Don't embarrass me on my segments now.
Oh, my bad. My bad. I'm a guest here. But social media handles, the website is takeoverpodcast.net. The Instagram is _Takeover TV. I wanted Takeover TV because one chick holding up the name. They got one follower, and she's holding up the whole Takeover TV name.
Wow.
I offered her $30 for that name.
Wow.
And she never replied. You greedy bastard. I hope you watch this shit. I'm gonna report your ass and get that name. But the Instagram is _Takeover TV. The YouTube page is Takeover TV ENT. Facebook is Takeover TV. We about to get verified. We about to get that little check mark.
Oh, yeah.
Stars. So,
Okay.
you know, we've been driving so much traffic. We've been eligible to get the blue star. So that's what's up.
Wow. That's good. That's good.
That's the social media handles. And our show is on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Podbean, any podcast outlets. We don't do as much audio anymore since we do a lot more video. We're going to expand it, but we you know, as you was on the last episode, we did.
On the last episode.
You know, we still try to get that the audio, because we still got people subscribed and they look for that audio. So it's just hard trying to balance it all. But we're doing it. Though.
Yeah, we always here to, you can borrow my team. We always here. It takes a village. So
it takes a village.
Whenever your people can't make it, just call the squad. We there.
Hey man, I know.
We there.
And I appreciate you letting me be a guest on your platform. It ain't too many times I get to get interviewed. I'm always the interviewer. So you're gonna embrace that when you get the interview. You're like, oh yes, I ain't gotta take a question. You're thinking that stuff. I know you got your platform going. I know you and DJ about to kick your thing off, and Takeover TV is here to support you all the way. Whatever you need, we here. We ain't no haters. Hey, we makers. We gonna make it happen.
Already. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to the Also Dope interview with Jeff Superstar P.
Well, no. Don't cut it off yet. Let me say one more thing. Look here. If you deal with me, you gotta deal with her. If she hits you up for an interview and you've been on the Takeover, you need to go ahead and accept that. I don't want to hear about no shit y'all decline. I don't want to come on now. Because if you decline her, you can't come back and fuck with me, okay? That's how it happens. Man, we family here.
Yeah.
So if you subscribe to Takeover TV, you subscribe to her podcast. What else we got? Southern Soul that's coming out.
Yeah, this gonna be with the Oso. All this gonna be on the Oso.
All that, anything under her, Southern Soul, the vent, all that. You need to subscribe to all that. If you don't fuck with them, you don't fuck with me, and don't send me your goddamn video. Now you can close it.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in to the Oso Dope interview.